Now, this weekend, we went over to the Marlies game, care of our good friend John Bartlett, who we had in a couple weeks ago. Myself, Ryan, and Jose went. I took my sister. Ryan took his girlfriend. Or, sorry, Jose took his girlfriend. Ryan.
I took Jose's girlfriend afterwards.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, Ryan went with his mother and his brother. We were, it was a lot of fun hanging out with all of you. And I believe, was that anybody's second Marley game? Nobody had seen a Marlies game before, correct?
Nope.
I know we hadn't, yeah. So it was pretty interesting. The tickets were valued at about $20 a pop, but we obviously got them free from Bartlett. And it was an excellent game. I think the final was 3-2 in a shootout, or 2-1?
It was 3-2 in a shootout. Last shooter for the Lake Erie Monsters, and it was close towards the end. It was an awesome game. It was a
nail biter. A really good game. Like obviously, we would have loved to see the Marlies.
I actually have video of it. I should have given it to you.
I don't know. There's a lot of copyright issues with that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to get into that, especially if I'm going to put this on YouTube. But we do have some photos, Ryan, so why don't we show those off, and you can... I'm on a bit of a tape delay here recording, so you'll have to do the narration for the photos. Let's do the slideshow with Ryan Van Veen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is the shot of the beautiful Ricoh Coliseum. This is at the very start of the game, as you can see.
Done a good job with it.
Yep, right there. I'm actually amazed. We got surprisingly good seats, and just to say again, thank you so much to John Bartlett. And as my mother actually told me, she was walking through the halls at one point, and she heard, how they broadcast in the stadium and everything. That was actually his 500th career Marlies game that day.
We didn't realize that.
So yeah, congratulations to you, John.
Definitely.
So yes, this was the start of the game. We're just, as you can see, behind the Marlies net, and this is Bilal. He was there, and the shy. Retiring ball of hair you can see to his left there is his sister.
She had no problem when it was a live show with TSN and Rogers Sportsnet, but at a hockey game, And
a still shot that,
I don't know.
Oh, God forbid you capture me on a good day. So.
And Bilal had a huge smile. There's a huge smile right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next. This is, for those of you that don't know, this is my younger brother, Kelly.
Yep.
And I brought him along. He was an honorary member of the TSPN crew for the day. Yep. And you see the shirt he's holding.
Oh, yeah, good story there.
Oh, yes, fantastic story. We mostly, when you go to these games, most of the little kids get all the treats and the contests and everything. They were going around and doing all the T-shirt throws and everything, and so... One thing that these guys didn't know until last weekend is that my brother and I, when we attend sports events, we tend to get a little crazy sometimes, especially my brother.
Just sporting events?
No, you should see us at the Sky Dome, man.
What about funerals?
Well, we're a hit there, but fortunately we don't go there a lot too. Okay. So. Of course, I listen to your show regularly.
Available for bookings as requested, but go on, Ryan.
But anyway, so I'm acting crazy. I managed to catch the eye of the guy who was going around at the time. I just, did this little action. And
he made eye contact with you for sure.
Yeah, he did. And so he tried to throw it. He threw it just over my shoulder, and I was jumping too. And it landed about 2 rows behind us.
Yeah, nobody was sitting anywhere near
there. No, there was the nearest people were 4 rows behind us, and there was a guy that trying to step over the chairs. And the second it went over my head, I sort of screamed out on cue because I knew it would happen. I said, "Kelly, go get it!" And my brother, God help him, he did a Superman over about 2 rows and got the shirt first. So that was his trophy for the day. And I think that's about. I've lost count of how many shirts or free Mr. Subs or whatever we've gotten at these games. But yeah, that's another trophy in our case.
Excellent.
So yeah, he had a good time. My mother had a good time, and it was an amazing experience. This is Jose and his girlfriend that we've been talking. We've sort of tap danced around mentioning her over the last 1 or 2 shows, trying to, we've actually had a bet going between Jose and Dan. No, not Jose and Dan, but just whether or not she actually existed.
No, she was here for the first show we did. Actually,
oh really?
She was.
Okay.
I think she was. I don't know, in the corner. Someone who interviewed Andrew Gatesy, our very first show.
She's really shy.
And after that, she never came back.
What's her name?
Michelle.
Yeah.
I keep her on the down low.
It's
I don't like everybody knowing my business. So
no, fair enough.
But that's good.
But let me say one funny thing. It was funny that she sat beside my sister and they didn't exchange any words until after the game.
No, well, I just didn't know your sister's name.
But then my sister didn't know her name.
Michelle asked me, and she's like, "What's Bilal's sister's name?" I'm like, "Something similar to Bilal. I just don't know exactly." And then it's Nibyla.
It was funny though.
And then
the funny thing was Michelle wasn't nearly as shy as Nibyla because I kept holding up the camera and then. I go to Jose and Michelle. I say, "Hey, can I take your picture?" I was like, "Okay." And then she says, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Michelle, by the way." I didn't get that from your sister, so.
Nah, doesn't run in the family. You know how we are, Ryan.
Oh yes, one's shy and one's a plug slut.
Yep.
Okay then, and this is speaking of females of a different variety. This is me with the Marley girls.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. And
this
they
was actually
scored on that play.
Yep, they scored, and so did I. But yeah, just kidding, Mom.
The comments of Ryan Van Veen do not endorse Spirit Live, RUTV, Bilal Vakani, Jose Solorzzano, Daniel Kim, or anyone else in the country of Canada or across the world. Sorry, I said it.
That girl on the left is pretty
cute.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that matters. Oh, hell yeah, man. They're all cute. You should see that. I'll bring in the one next week, just before our political show. I'll bring in the one of me and the Leafs girls I took on opening night at the
make sure
ACC.
you get it out of your system before the politicians show up.
Oh, definitely.
You know them walking in on those going, oh, wow, look at that.
Yes, Senator, what's your take on the third from the left? They're politicians. They get that kind of tail anyway.
Anyways.
But and it costs them less, too. But so yeah, I had fun. We had fun, and this was just before Ryan Hamilton scored his second goal of the game to tie it up in the third period. And my brother and I had just taken the pictures because Bilal and Jose, they didn't think I would be. They dared me to, so I went and get it done.
It's like success or failure. It was going to be hilarious.
Oh, it was hilarious, but it was fun, and we got a goal out of it. So. Yeah. That was my highlight of the day. And this is our final shot is the TSPN crew, minus, of course, Daniel Kim, who we really wish could have been there, but he was at a wedding.
Next time we get free tickets to an event.
Yep.
He was getting married. I mean, he was at
Raptor tickets,
he was getting married.
See?
Photoshop me in. Photoshop me in.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that. Here, why don't you? While you do that, I'll talk a little bit about the game.
I'll just kind of. Okay. Here's the fade in, fade out. There we go. Look at that picture. We are getting the video recording of this one, right?
Yeah, I've got it right now.
Thank God. Yeah, that's why. Here, lean your head sort of this way. Oh, now look this way. Look over to me. There we go.
I'm at 10 seconds
TSPN.
delay, so I'll see it a little bit later.
That's awesome. Fantastic.
That is excellent.
Okay, so that was our day at the Marlies, courtesy of John Bartlett. The Marlies unfortunately fell in overtime to the Lake Erie Monsters 3-2.
A lot of fun. One thing I would equate it to is the Red Wing games. And going to those because, it was similar value and it was the same kind of atmosphere and it was a lot of fun and we're really lucky to have that team. Now we're going to run on this.